Good day. Today our team will provide to your attention this video presentation about Freedom Mobile as an example foreign telecommunication firm in Canada. For the present moment, Freedom Mobile takes the first place among largest Canadian mobile networks operator. It provides own services to over 1.5 million users, mainly in urban areas of Ontario, British Columbia, and Alberta. For the matter of fact, that Freedom Mobile is a foreign telecommunication firm as it was initially founded under the name Wind Mobile by Globalville Company, which is a Canadian company primarily financed by Egyptian corporation Orsacom Telecom Holding. The founder of both Globalville and Wind Mobile is a Canadian, Mr. Anthony Lacavera, who was born in Vineland, Ontario. Wind Mobile was rebranded into Freedom Mobile only on November 2016. The major success which is associated with Freedom Mobile is that this company, one of the few which has not only survived and monopolized by Rogers, Bell, and Telus telecommunication market, but also took the fourth position in terms of users number. Noteworthy that Freedom represents telecommunication technologies and plans that are valued by the most of Canadians, such as LTE, 4G, voice services, big data plans, flexible international calls plans, and represented the cheapest $20 monthly plan in Canada. The major failures of the company related to a chain of lawsuits about unlawful using and installation of own telecommunication towers, and the fact that Freedom Mobile is strongly relies on its competitors' network, Rogers, Bell, and Telus networks, in a long-term perspective, to whom, by the way, since 20th century belongs absolute majority of telecommunication infrastructure in Canada. That is the major reason why Freedom Mobile has divided own coverage network onto away and home networks. The following sections about leadership, experience in international business operations will be presented by my colleague Anna Ball. Thank you for your attention.
Hi Professor, I am Ana Paula and I will continue the presentation of Arton as he's mentioned about the leadership and the experience in international business. In April 2017, CEO Alex Rustage, who had led the Freedom Mobile throughout the acquisition by Shell, was replaced by Paul McKillis and the title was changed to Chief Operation Officer calls COO. Each position is one of the highest ranking executives in an organization. It is responsible for the daily operation of the company and the routine reports. Freedom Mobile is a Canadian company with the retail network of stores and corporate offices across the country. In Toronto, there are the corporation head office including human resources, IT, marketing, network engineering, sales, legal procurement, and the finance teams. In Ottawa, there are the technical operation and the sales. In North Vancouver, there are technical operation sales and the marketing. In Calgary, there are the technical operation and the sales. And finally, in Victoria, there are customers care call center. In addition, when customers would like to travel, need to buy a package of roaming if they would like to pay less rates. If the plan of a customer does not include nationwide Canada usage, they will the charge pay per use rates while use the phone on national Canadian network and may display on the partner network name or simple national wage depend on the make, model, operation system on their phone. Now, my friends Francesca and Anna, you continue the presentation. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Francesca Oretta and I am working on the first part of the second question of our project. My question was focused on demographic information of the country, knowing something about the target market of the company and finding information about the predominant cultural beliefs of the country. About the target market of Freedom Mobile, we have to know that all the companies that are focused on mobile market has really a huge target market. This because today everybody uses their phone, so the target market of Freedom Mobile would be between 12 and 70 years old. And about the demographic information and about the country, we know that Canada is one of the most multicultural country around the world, and just the 36% of the population represent the local population, such as Canadians, and because of that. Freedom Mobile should be more focused on foreign cultures. So you should find more information about the predominant cultures that are Chinese, Scottish, and German, and provide them more service or more international service in order to grab more clients. And this is important even because doing that, Freedom Mobile will respect the predominant cultural behaviors and beliefs of the country that are equality, equity, respect the country, and even respect other countries too. So other cultures, other religions, and other way to think. And now there is my colleague Anna Gabriella that will present the second part of my question.
Hi everyone, my name is Anna de Nobrega, and my part on the assignment was the second question related with the sensitive cultural topics that may cause problems for investors. So our company is Freedom Mobile in Canada. So there is some sensitive cultural values and belief of Canadian that the investors of Freedom Mobile should take in consideration. The first one is the equality here, because people in Canada tend to value the equality. Everyone should have the same rights and opportunities, regardless gender, race, age, or belief. That's an important to know for all the companies in order to build their staff with fairness and inclusion. Informality is also a common principle in the Canadian society. Most of the workplaces have a non-restricted dress code, first name basis in the norm. Also, Canadian value their personal space and privacy, so asking about personal topics such as family, religion, salary, weight during an interview or at the workplace may not be appropriate. Nevertheless, people in Canada are common community oriented, so they tend to participate in volunteer programs or donations. Consequently, it is a good idea as a business trying to get in Canadian society, develop community agendas for workers and members. Punctuality, respect, multiculturalism, and diversity are another important part of the Canadian culture. Being late or have your task done after the deadline is considered as an unrespectful behavior and may cause problems in the work environment. Moreover, communication is indirect as a determination to be polite and diplomatic. So, in order to prevent conflicts or discontents atmosphere, is highly recommend avoid be direct or rude or too honest. Canada became the first country in the world to adopt multiculturalism as an official policy. So, immigrants are more than welcome to Canada. Actually, they are an important part of the population. As a result, having a staff that is composed just for Canadians could be harmful for the company reputation. It's important also take care of the environment, environmental friendly policies or activities or volunteer programs that involve actions with the environment should be a good idea for every business here in Canada, and most for Freedom Mobile.
Hello, my name is Axel.
Hello, my name is Leonardo.
And for now, we're going to talk about the competitive analysis of Freedom, some of their threats and their advantages that they are having nowadays, and how are they going to face these new challenges uh, in the best way possible.
Principal, Freedom is a new company. They gonna fight with the Belus, Telus, and Rogers. Um, Freedom have a little tricks in coverage because it's a new company. It don't have another service with LTA or 3G. So this is the one of the more important things to need to Freedom to be better and get better results. Another important thing is the water service. We need to offer service not just in Ontario, and the principal service is, for example, Ottawa and Ontario. So they need to work to get more wireless coverage around the Canada to get more clients or users. Freedom have a great opportunity to be a new company. Now is the fourth company around Canada, ahead of Rogers, Telus, and Bell. They have a more less 1 million of users. That is an important number. One of the more important things to need to do Freedom to be better is get first better coverage to the service for wireless service, better communication, and better service for our product service for different customers around the Ontario and around the Ottawa. So that is the important trends and coverage about Freedom in Canada.
Yeah, and how will they face it is that nowadays, as Sean mentioned in an interview that he had, was that they are looking for target new places, new communities where no one has reached before, or with a low range of telecommunications quality, such as Brockville, Scarborough, Tridon, Cornwall, and Pembroke. These communities will be provided by Freedom Mobile Telecommunications. They will have 10 gigabits, and for sure the government from this area is happy to have this telecommunication brand because it brings more competitive and it brings a better price for the community, for sure.
That is one of the more important things for Freedom. They have an amazing price, sales prices for all customers. Your principal or your main data plan is at 10 gigabytes and unlimited call around Canada. So that is one strength for this company, and they make them more competitive for about Rogers or Bell. We have different plans, and just you need to pay $50 plus taxes. A difference with another companies, for example, Rogers, Telus, and Bell. The minimum plan data is 5 gigabytes, and your prices is more of $90 plus taxes. So that is a good benefit for Freedom.
Yeah. So to summarize everything, Freedom Mobile is the fourth telecommunications most biggest company in Canada after Bell, Rogers, and Telus. It was created by Brad Shaw, and well, they are well known for providing services in its lowest price, which is $20 per month. As we said before, they have some competitive disadvantages because the rest of the companies are providing the services to big companies and houses. So how are they dealing with it? Is to perform to make a better performance in their service by looking for a better quality of how would you say it?
The wireless coverage.
Yeah, wireless coverage, and also looking for different communities such as the ones that we already mentioned. So, well, thank you for it, and this was Freedom Mobile.
Thank you very much.